The face of the opioid crisis in Massachusetts isn't just that of the addict. It's the children many leave behind and the grandparents who must step in and raise them. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo sat down with 3 local grandparents, each raising a grandchild of a different age, as they navigate the emotional, financial, and legal struggles as guardians in the wake of addiction.
And he said, "Do you know that Nick lives with his grandparents?"
Cheryl Johnson's grandson, Jaden, thought it was funny to learn his classmate lives with his grandparents.
I'm like, "Well, yes, honey, so do you."
Jaden has been living with his own grandparents since birth, but it's a connection the 6-year-old has yet to make.
He thinks we're more his parents than his grandparents. This is all he knows is us. Yeah.
It's a tough topic for Cheryl to explain. Jaden's parents are struggling with addiction.
I will tell him, I said, "You have a mom. She's just not able to care for you right now."
Cheryl says raising the kindergartner and working full-time doesn't give her the opportunity to think about what might have been.
Wouldn't it be nice to sit and read a book in the middle of the day? It's not the child's fault, and we chose to become guardians.
Though retirement is further away for her than others her age,
He just goes and goes and goes. He's like a little puppy.
Cheryl says Jaden's energy keeps her young.
It's nice to have a small child in the house. Holidays are fun, and they bring a joy. And
she's in such fear that they will take her away from me.
8-year-old Mackenzie is being raised by her grandmother, Brenda Leja. Just a few years older than Jaden, Mackenzie is already aware of why her parents can't be a daily force in her life.
My son was actually down at the pre-draft trials for Major League Baseball. Something happened to his arm and the doctors were giving him Oxycontin and Percocet. And of course he was taking it because you trust your doctor. Mackenzie needed a stable environment, so I was awarded permanent guardianship. This month we're expected to go back to court because the mother is challenging that.
Brenda says the process of maintaining guardianship over Mackenzie has been difficult on the child.
And she has strongly voiced her opinion where she wants to stay. She loves her daddy and he loves her, but he still has a lot of work to do. And I pray that, he's going to wake up someday and say, "You know what, that lifestyle, it robbed me of a lot. I don't want it to rob me anymore."
We're off to a college tour.
Jeannie Lamica Pandoli is about to become an empty nester for the first time in her life at 63 years old. One grandchild is in college, the other headed there fast. But she's been raising her granddaughters since 2010.
They weren't in a position to be parents to their children. Why am I doing this? And I should be loving them and handing them back off to their folks. But, it is what it is.
Though she had to pay for another decade of Christmases, birthdays, and extracurricular activities.
The joy that these girls have brought me, I can't tell you.
These bonds are forged from circumstances no one ever wants for their child.
You live day by day and hope that you're not that parent that gets that phone call.
But these grandparents are living proof that the roots of a family tree run deeper than the roots of addiction.
Everything is fun with the little one, and new, and it's a good thing.
But you look at her, like I look at her, and I'm thinking it's all worth it. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her.
In Westfield.
You are the apple to my pie.
Audrey Russo.
Laundry doer, washer of dishes, and giver of loves, hugs, and kisses. Happy Mom's Day.
Western Mass News.
This is the first of 2 parts. Tomorrow you'll hear from the facilitators of a local support group for grandparents and the success story of a local child raised through similar circumstances.